Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and I'm very pleased to have in the studio Barry Woods, who's the Vice President of Operations for Surefoot. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Joe.
Happy to have you here. You know, Surefoot's been around a long time, but as I understand it, you've been around for almost all of it.
Almost all of it, yeah. I moved here from Aspen in 1991 and had previously been with the company for 4.5 years.
Is that right?
Here. Yeah.
How was that transition from Aspen to Park City? You must be, you got to be happy here. I love Aspen, but I think I like
Aspen
it
was
here.
Great. At the time, I was single and young, and it was a perfect town for that. But coming to Park City's been, I love it here. Absolutely love it.
We're thrilled you're here, especially because you're the guy behind almost all of the design of Surefoot's boots. So I guess that's where we should start off. Tell me a little bit about the design, how it works, and why customization is the part that's so important about being comfortable.
Sure. Surefoot is a little different than you'd expect from most other ski shops in that we just specialize in ski boots, and we have done that since day one. And growing up in the industry, and my two partners and I grew up ski racing, and we really understood what people needed out of a ski boot, and it was not being addressed in the industry. So we tried to take a little different path and create new products that really brought value to the skier, and that means comfort, really.
Well, exactly, because I remember a great Bill Cosby skit where he said he was getting his boots fitted for the first time to ski in Utah, and they said, how do they feel? And he said, they really hurt right here, and they said, perfect, they fit.
Yeah.
That's not what we want to hear, but that's often, I've never had a boot that I've ever really liked.
Yeah.
And that's often, for most people, the typical.
Absolutely. There's been a misconception in the ski industry really forever that in order to have performance, you had to give up comfort. And in order to have comfort, you had to give up performance. And we knew otherwise, and we just needed to develop products that could prove that to people.
Well, it's exciting because there's always that promise. Oh, as soon as it breaks in, you're going to feel great, and it never does. So yeah. I'm excited about a boot that's going to fit good. So tell me about the process and how it works, and how you get the boot to fit and be comfortable.
Yeah. So the first thing we do with a customer is get them on our scanning machine, and we scan the bottom and the sides of the foot so that we can build this product right here, which is our Surefoot custom insole.
Okay.
And this product helps us to stabilize the foot within the shell. Part of the problem in a ski boot is that we have this long board strapped to our foot, and we're trying to control it. Right. Especially in today's market, with everybody going to wider skis, it's just putting that much more leverage on the boot and therefore the foot.
Didn't think about that.
So this device helps us to stabilize the foot inside the shell. And then we pick the appropriate shell and the appropriate liner based on the skier's ability level, height and weight, where they like to ski, things like that. And then we put the three components together and customize it to that person's foot, and off they go.
Wow.
No more break-in period, no more shin bang and all those things.
No more break-in period. I like that idea an awful lot. I've got to ask this question. What are all these hoses for? I feel like this thing's on it's some sort of a life support system for my foot.
Yeah, we often get that same response. What people don't realize is that all these tubes get pulled out after the injection process. So what these
this
tubes
is what it's about, is the
do,
injection.
Some of them are entry tubes. These fatter ones are the entry tubes. The thinner ones are the exit tubes. And they're all placed very strategically to allow the product that we inject in there to flow around the foot and come out where we want it to come out.
Wow.
And then as we go through that process, we're constantly pulling tubes out until we're done.
Wow. That is really pretty neat. This technology, how did you come about this? What did it? I'm just kind of curious about the process in your head of where you decided, hey, I'm going to injection mold a boot for people. And
yeah, foam injection has been in the industry, kind of in the fringes of the industry for a really long time, dating back to the early 70s. But it was really reserved just for top-notch, like World Cup skiers.
Right. It wasn't something you could just do for many people over. It was one person doing it for many boots, right?
It wasn't designed for that type of skier.
Right.
It was designed really just for the top-end skiers who comfort really wasn't their top priority. It was all about performance.
Exactly.
So we took that that technology, I guess, and we really refined it for what we wanted to do, which was to make people comfortable. And knowing kind of the intricacies of boot fitting and what was important to people enabled us to find different materials that weren't being used with these World Cup applications, and use them to build a product that first and foremost makes people comfortable and at the same time brings enhanced performance. So
wow. And you have many different boots in the line, right?
We do.
So tell me a little bit about some of the different types of boots that you offer.
So we sell all brands of boots, not just the Surefoot boot, but the Surefoot boot makes up the majority, really, of what we sell. Many years ago, we partnered with Lang, who develops the shells for us. And within the Surefoot line, we have 12 different models. And those models are chosen specifically for different types of skiers and different types of feet. So whether you have a high volume foot or a low volume foot, or a foot that is really loose and collapses a lot, or what have you. And then within those different volume lasts, we call them, we also have different performance levels of boots. So whether you're a top-notch ski every day kind of guy, or a 1 week a year skier, we have your needs met.
So that's part of the interview process that you do at the beginning, right? Is trying to figure out what the skiing type is going to be, what kind of things they like to do, how much they're going to be in the boots, all of that is part of that process,
that goes
right?
into it, and that's what our technicians are so good at. Is once they have a working relationship with the customer, is really figuring out what are their needs. How often do they ski? Where are they coming from? Where do they live?
Do you look at what they've done wrong in the past as far as boots for their foot? I mean, do you see people who've had it all wrong, and you wonder why they were kind of hurting?
We see that every day, absolutely. We see people walking in just with a question, hey, can you help me because my inside ankle bone hurts, or my heel is hurting, and they need an education really as to what the difference is. And so again, that's where our technicians are they're so great at what they do. I mean, we train them extensively, and they develop almost an ability to kind of diagnose a problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
With it. Yeah.
You're kind of the doctors of boot fitting.
A little bit, yeah.
That's pretty neat. Because I imagine you, at least me, I know I've never really been happy with my feet, and a lot of people, I mean, it's the thing you're on so much of the time.
For sure.
Most people probably aren't, and especially once they get them in a boot. So you must feel real good about seeing them be happy walking out the door in boots that fit. It's
very rewarding, and I can say, we've been doing this for 30 years now, and it used to be that the majority of the time your customer is coming back at some point during the day, and I need a little tweak here and a little tweak there.
You see blown out a little here or here.
Yeah, whatever the issue is, and I mean, if you went up and talked to our store guys now, I mean, the majority of people that swing by are swinging by to say, hey, thanks, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So it's pretty rewarding.
I've run into a couple of your clients when I've been over at Canyons, and they saw that I was in pain. They're like, you got to go see Surefoot. It's going to change everything. Yeah. That's great praise when you hear people say stuff like that.
Thank you very much.
Must make you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, Surefoot is at all three of the resorts, right?
Correct.
But you guys have a big sale coming up at the one at Park City Mountain Resort.
We do. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is our annual October Madness sale. And it's a once-a-year sale that we do kind of as a locals appreciation thing. And it's the only time all year that we sell current year products on sale. So
wow,
now's the time.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it. A one-time deal. Yep. It's this weekend. That's going to be it's going to be great because you're going to get a lot of customers in there. As you said, the locals, making the locals feel good is the ideal, I think.
Absolutely.
Start there, and that groundswell. You guys are probably fitting people from all over the world, though.
We are, yeah. We have 24 locations around the world. We're in 6 different countries. And,
wow.
We consider ourselves kind of small town business, but we like to be in a lot of different small towns. So
Well, there's nothing bad about that. We're proud of you guys being here, and certainly all the work you've done with them, Barry. It's
Thank you very
it's
much.
awesome stuff. Can't wait to see these out on the slopes myself.
Well, we got to get you out some,
I'm
man.
definitely going to be seeing you real soon to fix my weird feet. All right.
Awesome.
Well, we appreciate it. Surefoot, again, they're at all 3 of the resorts, but you want to get over to Park City Mountain Resort this weekend to their big sale and get some new Surefoot boots. We'll be back with more right here on the Mountain Morning Show after this quick break.